Hey guys, welcome back. And today we are going to get officially restarted with the space industry upgrade. Now, the reason I wanted to restart was because with the old base, it was still working through the beta and stuff like that. So I wanted to start over and kind of break this down. And I might try to do some mini series in here and start doing like some of the builds and how to do simple basic stuff. For I see a lot of people on like the Oxygen Not Included Facebook page and stuff like that that don't seem to fully grasp the game. And it's hard to make these videos because they're so long, and grasping attention of somebody that long is really difficult. And sorry for the lack of uploads, but I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I've been a little under the weather. So this is going to be a new game, and we're going to do it survival custom game, so this way we can get the seed number, and we'll just randomize the seed here. And we're going to go with this, so let me write this down so I can put it in the description if you guys want to play along. So I have no idea, I haven't looked at this seed before. This will be something brand new. 750-863-654. Alright, perfect. So that'll be the only thing that we leave. That'll be different here. So we'll check out and we'll take a look at rolling some dupes, and I'll talk to you guys about some of the traits and things that you want to go for. Now, typically in regular games, if you're new at the game, you want to really pay attention to the stress reactions and stuff because you really don't want them to stress out. And avoiding stress is a big thing. So stress reaction, like Binge Eater, this guy can eat everything in the base, and also Narcoleptic is, they'll take little cat naps. It can be kind of annoying at times. So this is pretty good. Construction and strength. Yeah, it's fine. Ugly Crier is not bad. Can't research. Flatulence, one you want to be careful of. I saw somebody post about this as to why their base was full of natural gas. They didn't know why, but they had a flatulent dupe. They will fart and release natural gas into your base, so it could be fun for a challenge initially, but it can also be kind of overwhelming if you don't know how to deal with it. Now, Diver's Lung is a really good one. They consume less oxygen, +2 to learning, and Squeamish just means that they can't care for other duplicants. So it's really not that bad if your dupes aren't getting sick all the time. Now, Mouth Breather is the opposite of Diver's Lungs. They consume more oxygen. So, I mean, I try to avoid that if at all possible. I really don't like Noodle Arms because they can't carry as much. And it's really kind of difficult to train strength right away. And strength allows them to pick up more. It allows them to do like the disinfecting and stuff a lot faster. So it's kind of a good trait, and it's not one that's easy to train in the game. And they got a little bit of cooking. So vomiter. We'll get started with this. This is fine. So the first thing I do when I load up my base is I pause the game. So a space bar or something like that. You can hit the little pause sign up here, and I kind of take a look around and survey. I really don't like where any of my waters are, and it looks like I've got a slime biome like right here in my starting biome. Okay, that's a little different. Okay, all right, so what am I gonna do with this water? Okay, I got a big body of water here. Initially, I want to try to access this if at all possible. I think that this is going to be something good, so we'll dig a little bit this way. So you have a couple goals initially when you open up the game and you start your base. First thing you want to get done in the first night is you want to get bathrooms built. Bathrooms are kind of important because right at the start of cycle 2, your dupes are going to use the bathroom, and they're going to use the bathroom. So with that in mind, I can dig this out. I want to get access to water because along with water, it'll go for the sinks, so this way our duplicants can wash their hands. That'll stop the spread of germs initially, and it'll really help with that. Now, I'm not going to leave my main source of water here. This is just going to be temporary because it's easy to access for us. But I think what I'll try to do is maybe, I really don't like where it's at. I'll probably try to dig it down a little bit and maybe drop this down into this. So this might actually be, but I want to get this pitcher pump down to here. I don't like how off it is. So I won't leave it there. As far as bathrooms go, where do we want to place our bathroom? Man, this start design's a little weird, but that's all right. We'll work around it. So we'll dig 4, 5. We'll dig down here a little bit. I might just wind up putting our bathroom right underneath where we are here for now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Okay. I'm only going to do 2 and 2 because this isn't a permanent spot. Yeah, I think I'm only going to do 2 and 2 here. So I'll have them stop digging this and I'll speed it up just a little bit so we can get some of this done. As most of you guys know that tune in, I don't have a video editing program, so you guys are catching me real time with all this. I'm not editing anything. I'm not fast tracking anything. Holy cow, that slime biome is right here. All right. We're definitely going to move and see what's over to the right, but I can see the obsidian wall, so there's not a really big starting biome here. This is a pretty small one. So that's fine. We can work around it. It'll be all right. I'll just cancel this one so they get to work on this. We need to get this bathroom done, and we need to get this water pitcher done. All right, so the wash basin I'm going to set to left. G, and we'll dig all this out. I haven't got any copper yet. Okay, and we'll go up. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight up. That's still dirt. So maybe we're just starting at a lower part of this biome. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so I'm gonna set this to 6 so this does get done. Excuse me, sorry guys. Alright, so we're going to try to go ahead and make sure we've got water into this, and then actually what I can do is I can also place beds here. And the benefit to placing a couple cots early is you prevent some early stress and sore back so they don't move slower and they don't lose that athletics. The second part is placing it really close to the starting light is this gives off some decor. So the printing pod has lighting and it gives off some positive decor, so placing beds next to it early really does help, and it can just be a simple, easy solution for you guys get started so you can get it done, and it helps out with some of that early stage stress that you might encounter, and it helps negate that. The other thing is you can also put some farm tiles here or some planter boxes, and you can plant some bristle blossom underneath this light because it is lighting. So it does have light. And you can grow bristle blossoms right next to it. So if you were to delete these two, I think it goes out to like 3 spaces. Yeah, 3 spaces. You could put like 6 bristle, well, only 2 here. So you could put 5 bristle berries next to this thing essentially for free. It's kind of cool. So now I'm just going to dig. Now we just need to dig. We need to get some copper, which we're working on. I'm going to uncover some of this here, oxalite. And we're just going to dig. So we're going to dig, and I actually think I'm going to... Now, is this polluted? No, but it's full of slime lung. Goodness gracious. This seed's not doing us any favors. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just dig down into it. 4. Now, the reason I want to dig down is so I can get my carbon dioxide kind of like a place to go. I can buy myself some time by letting carbon dioxide pool straight down to the bottom of your base, because the gases flow in this game very specific ways. Carbon dioxide always flows to the bottom and to the right. It's a heavy gas. If not mistaken, it's the heaviest gas in the game, so it wants to sink. It wants to go low. Now, I know this has slime lung in it, but I hope that this doesn't start spreading into the base this early. I guess we'll find out. I really hope that's not the case. That would be rather unfortunate this early. Alright, so digging raised to skill 1. That's good. We're getting something. Okay. So planning, I'm gonna enclose this for now. That'll be fine. The reason I'm going to do that is so I can get a little washroom bonus, so you can get a little latrine bonus. So this will give a +1 morale. Again, small things you can do early that help with early stage stress in the game. It's all kind of cool, kind of a big big thing for you guys getting started is stress might be one of those things you really don't know how to deal with initially. And there's small things you could do early that can help buy you some time. When you really start getting problems with stress is when you start introducing jobs to your duplicants. Jobs stress the duplicants out, and they have requirements for their morale and stuff like that. So that's when it really becomes taxing on your dupes and your stress in the game. Is when you start giving them jobs. But that's why there's room bonuses and things like that, so you can work around it and you can do something with it. I really do not care for where this water is. I'm gonna want to do something about that, but I don't want to give my guys hypothermia already too. So let me slow this down and kind of plan out how I want this water pit to look. If I do that, it should be pretty good. I think I like that. Okay. And once you have the room bonus acquired, you can always just open the door, so your duplicants don't have to burn that extra couple seconds to open the door, and they'll do it on their own. Excuse me. The door will just stay open. They won't have to open it like they do and pause. But sometimes they don't always listen. But they're on break right now, so that's that. All right, so 3 cycles in. Some early things I want to establish is I want to do this base a little different than I've done all my others, because I kind of do them all the same, and it kind of feels like, you know, it kind of feels the same. I guess it just feels like I keep doing the same thing over and over each time. So I'm not actually going to move those, but what I am going to do is I am going to dig this out. And this, I think, is what we're going to do here. Okay, so another thing is, as you guys could tell, I'm not really super rushing to get into jobs and research. Like, yeah, you want to get it done. Without a doubt, you want to get it done. But it's not going to be the end-all be-all if you don't start researching right away. Most seeds are going to have pretty decent starting food and food accessible for you to get. Like, there's a bunch of buried objects over here, and I'm certain a lot of my dupes have been getting stuck like that. So I can't really just sit here and run the game in slow speed. I think that would be really bad. Okay. So we're digging up, and I can see the end. Oh my goodness, we're like surrounded by slime all over the place. All right, that's fine. Sorry. It's yeah. I'm sorry, guys. The cold's been a little excessive lately. All right, so we'll just speed up just a smidge. I'll do it on medium for now. Yeah, we should be able to get quite a bit accomplished. So I'm gonna do it on medium for right now. That'll be good. Where'd our third dude go? Okay, he's still digging. That works. Alright, so our oxygen's going pretty good because the oxalite we got supplying us pretty well. And then we got a little bit of room here. I would like to dig this out and kind of establish myself a water pit. And the only reason I'm going to do that is because where the water's placed, it kind of is really inconvenient for everything in this map. It's kind of in the way of everything. And I'm going to drop this whole thing down, destroy this pitcher pump, and just place my water here, I guess. I don't really want to do that either, but for now, it'll do. We have a lot of oxalite down here. That's kind of cool. So that'll continue to rise up and do us pretty solid there. So that works. Then I'll just dig out under here. Excuse me. All right. So as you can see, we have like 24,000. We've just been adding because all the buried objects. There's going to be muck root, which they can eat early. There's going to be like early meal ice that grows. They can eat. So like I said, I'm not really in a big hurry to get into my researching and get jobs going. I try to get dug out whatever I can, and try to get progression with whatever dupes I've got early. You could play the game 100 different ways. That's the great thing about this game. There's no wrong or right way. You can accomplish the same thing anyone else does. It's just making sure that you don't die is the end state of this thing. So as you can see, they keep stopping because there is a little carbon dioxide buildup here because it got caught on this little ledge. But that I'm about to negate that here. Excuse me. With this oxalite, so that'll be really good for them, and then they'll harvest that. So yeah, we're doing really solid on food. The one thing I just want to do is I'd like to get. I would like to get my water pit done, because for me that's gonna be kind of it's just something I like to do. Wow, they didn't dig this out for her, so she's stuck down here. Sweet, and she's got a pee, so. Alright, we'll speed up through the evening. I'm not going to use the ultra fast mode and the debug. I'm just not going to do that. I don't want to like mess anything up that might be important to us here. So oxygen's still doing really good. We got the oxalite going, so please dig that up so she can go to the bathroom. Perfect. Alright, good. Alright, we're moving along. Moving along. This sand is going to be something else. It's going to be so frustrating early. It's just going to interfere with everything we're trying to do here. Alright, perfect. Did I see? I did. I thought I saw idle dupe, and we don't want that already. What are we doing? Someone deliver. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, perfect. We're moving along, moving along. They're taking their sweet time. Alright, so with that said, I think that I'm gonna put... Goodness gracious, we're just not getting any favors. We're surrounded by slime and slime lung everywhere. There's some water here. I wonder if that's a cool steam geyser. Alright, we got some chlorine here, but I mean that's a cool trick, but we don't necessarily need the chlorine right now. Just trying to plan this base because I'm not gonna have a bunch of room in this starting biome here. Maybe things will look better as I start to dig out this water. For right now, it just looks like a jumbled mess. Yeah, it's just kind of... Yeah, so I think this is one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to kind of fix my water source. I think this is actually more important here. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're gonna try to enclose the whole thing so I don't dig down here and lose it. Losing that water early would be kind of a bummer and a real big pain in the butt, and we can't actually deal with that. So now that we did that, we'll dig that tile out, and then we'll go straight across. And that's going to bring our water level down. I can deconstruct this. Now, if you can prevent it, you really don't want to do a whole bunch of moving and fixing, but the way this base layout is going to be initially is going to be kind of... There's a chlorine gas vent right here too. Gracious. We're surrounded by geysers. Because I have a feeling this is a cool steam vent right here. This could actually be pretty decent. It's hot over there. This could be a good deal, though. I'm not going to complain. Alright, and then pretty soon, after I get this water pit dug out, I'm going to get our research table started. This way we can start doing it. We're just going to bang out a bunch of the research. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to get a bunch of the research done. That's what we're going to work on. We're going to get... So, before I... And here's another thing, guys. Before I even start my farm, I don't like to do it in the planter boxes. Now, that's just my preference. I mean, say what you got to say about it. But that's just my preference. I don't like planter boxes. I'll put this here, and then this will allow me to dig this. That would be really good. We're gonna get free meat. My dupes are gonna get hypothermia. It's gonna be bad. I can't have all of them get hypothermia. Yeah, okay, so somebody already did. And that's what I figured would happen. So I'll just put a med bed down here, and then... Excuse me. So... I can't do this. It's gonna have to be in ladders. It's gonna have to be in ladders for now. Everybody's gonna get hypothermia. It's gonna be bad news. If everybody doesn't already have it. Pretty much. Okay, that's fine. We'll be alright. It's just hypothermia. It's not slime lung or anything, so it is what it is. It's not exactly ideal, but it could be worse. Yeah. Well, I think only 2 out of 3 have it, so that's fine. That's normally the first thing that happens when you have the darn... when you want to dig out your water pit. Normally, you wind up contracting hypothermia because they stay in the water too long because they don't build and dig super fast. So, the only one that's not sick is Gossman. And Gossman can't care because he's squeamish. So that's always a plus. Okay, so on this note, we can actually introduce a new dupe. Slow learner. Bottomless stomach's pretty rough. Unconstructive. Not ideal right now. Noodle arms, never good. Ugly crier. I guess we're just gonna go with nails here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Nails will be... That's what nails is gonna do for us. We'll assign this to you. Since they're gonna be spending the night in their med beds, then we'll just give nails something. So Nails has a cot to sleep on. Yeah, since they're going to be down here in their med beds. So, again, guys, if it's early and you guys are new to the game, I would suggest just trying to stick with your 3 dupes as long as you possibly can. I think that's a really good plan early for you guys. So, how do I want to drop this water? I think I'm going to do it right down the middle. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. All right. Excuse me. All right, so hopefully we don't give everybody, hopefully you don't get hypothermia here, but let's get this dug out because we're about to drop a bunch of waters. I hope this doesn't overflow. Yeah, that hatch is going to turn into meat for us early. Meat will be good. Sorry, Hatchy, there's nothing I can do for you right now. You poor guy. He's going to drown, and there's nothing we can do about it. Feels bad. Okay, so hypothermia I think takes like a cycle and a half if you have somebody that cares for them. So let's see. No, that's it's Mima. Here we go. So they'll be better in 0.3 cycles. So we'll get everybody back. Again, it's not the worst thing that could happen to your dupes, but I mean, they give you a pain in the butt early. I just go for it. Then I don't have to bother with it anymore, and then I have water where I want water. Again, it's up to you guys. Entirely up to you guys how you choose to do this. It is not a necessary thing. It is an unnecessary thing that I like to do. I really think that we can go ahead and get to this Bristle Blossom too. That'd be pretty cool. So you should be up here 50 seconds. Yep, cured. Perfect. Alright, so we got one more back. That's good. Nails really likes to build, so that could work out pretty good for us there. And we'll make sure that everything's going in there still. I guess they must have fixed that because we've never had a Bristle Blossom yet, and normally when you uncovered new food, it would just it wouldn't be automatically checked in those boxes, so they must have fixed that. That must be fixed, so that's pretty good. And after we get this done, guys, we are going to, don't worry, we're going to get onto our research table, which I think I'm going to do it like this. I'm just going to have our research station. So this is going to be 1. We'll do batteries like this. 1, 2, 3. And we will dig that out. Yeah, temp-wise, that's fine. We could do that. And we'll block this off. Because again, like I said, a bunch of this stuff didn't exactly go down how we wanted it to, and the base layout's kind of funky. This is a funky base layout, but I'm going to do it a little different this time. We'll get a bedroom buff here in a minute after we get this started. And who's got research? You do. 2-0. Absolutely no one else has any researching. All right. Excuse me. So a big thing about this game is I left space here so that way when I get my advanced research station I can put it there closer to the water point, which we're still digging. It's just taking its time. And buddy, you are really stuck in there, huh? Goodness grief. Dupes must not have a pretty strong IQ. I wouldn't want to get stuck in there. Seems like a pretty raw deal. They put themselves in pretty precarious positions a lot. As you can see, guys, we've counteracted a lot of early stress. We're not going to really get stressed until the jobs board comes up. So here we go. Let's drop this and move. Alright, let's see how we did. I think that should be pretty sufficient. Alright, so I really don't like the bathroom here, but it's actually... I think we're fine. I just don't want to destroy it just yet. Alright, so I'm going to go straight for meal prep. So we're going to have them research some meal prep. We're going to go ahead and get that on and see how oxygen is. Alright, our oxalite's starting to wear off on us here. Yeah, let's dig this out. Dig ourselves down into our little carbon dioxide pit. We'll move our food down here once we get the ration box unlocked. that worked out pretty good. I mean, it's a lot of space, but it worked out pretty good. Excuse me. Yeah, that's not too bad. So essentially, your start shouldn't be too hard. As you guys can see, I'm not really rushing into our research and jobs and stuff like that. It's not necessary, and you can put yourself in pretty precarious predicaments when you do that. Especially if you're new to the game and you don't really know kind of like what exactly to do. I mean, the only reason that Mima probably has any stress is because she probably has to use the bathroom if she's hungry. And also, this area over here is not really super decor because of all the stuff on the ground. So I might actually put our storage stuff over here. Might not be bad. How much space is here? 1, 2, 3. If I just don't leave a gap and I actually put that ladder down here. We destroy all this, dig this up. This could be kind of cool. Crud. So, one of the big first things is an easy way to get rid of a lot of that early game stress is to try to clean up your base. And it keeps your supplies where you want them to be, it keeps everything kind of flowing. Can I mop any of this? There's too much liquid here. Alright, well that's fine. Uh-oh, we're gonna start getting polluted dirt. Should be alright. I would say normally water starts moving. It's not common for it to sit stagnant like that. Alright, well, let's let somebody tidy this up here. And then I'm going to put a bunch of bags here. Now I'm going to do that to hide the bags, because these also give negative decor, which can also lead to higher stress. But I don't think we're going to make this where I macro everything, so I don't have a bag for this and a bag for that. But I do like to put bags next to certain items. We just won't put anything organic in here. No critter eggs, no seeds, and no consumable ore. I'm going to do that for a reason. Alright, so we got our first bit of research done, and that's going to give us our compost, which I still kind of don't want to work with just yet. I'm not really super interested in getting a composter done. We might take it down. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a smaller base until we can clear out some of this nasty stuff over here. I don't really want to tap into this just yet, just because it's too hot. It's just going to be too hot there. But that's probably what I'm going to do with our initial polluted oxygen problem here. I think we might work our way over and use some of this chlorine. Yeah, it kind of worked out pretty good, I think. Pretty solid amount of water. Everything's kind of looking pretty good. I can build a ration box now. We can just put it down here into carbon dioxide. And that'll help keep our food fresh. So how it's telling me I got unrefrigerated food is I've got food that's spoiling. So it's 73% fresh. So at 50%, it becomes stale and it rots at 0. So it becomes no good. You can't do anything with it unless you store it in a refrigerator with power, or you store it in a colder biome where it can cool itself down to a certain temperature. And then also if you store chlorine. Chlorine is a sterile environment and it keeps your food fresh. So if you didn't know, then that's a really good way for you guys to get ahead of the food game. So a lot of times you'll see people do this method right here. they'll just start storing food down here. And I'll set this to a 7, and I'll set this to a 1. So they're going to take all, they should take all the food down there once they get done. So let's see, our oxygen's starting to fizzle away here. We still got some oxalite up there. But we should be looking towards getting an oxidizer going here soon. I'm going to put it right here. It's kind of central. It's close to where everybody's working right now. So that should do us pretty solid right there, I think. Now, the reason I don't store critter eggs in bags is because they can't incubate. They won't hatch into anything, and they'll turn into egg. And raw egg, if you're trying to farm raw egg for like food, then that, yeah, cool, that works. There you go. That's what you got to do. But initially, you don't want anything that you don't have to have go extinct. So I don't want to store the shine nymph eggs, because eventually I'd like to catch and ranch these shine bugs. That would be an ideal situation, is to try to harvest some of them, so maybe I could try to get some solar power out of them. Depends on... It's going to take a lot of shine bugs to power up and really get power from a solar panel. I guess it just depends, friends. Alright, so now that this is empty, I can deconstruct it. That'll work. They got that research done. And we can start studying on our advanced research. We got some oxygen, that'll take care of that. We don't have a food source, but we can start working on that now. And where do we want to put that? Where do we want to put our food source? Where do we want our farm to go? I mean, I guess ideally it could go here. You know what? It actually fits right here. Mealwood only needs 2 spaces. It's not going to be a pretty plant. And you can't do anything with farmers on it, essentially. So farming it and putting it in a greenhouse will not change the outcome of your mealwood. Mealwood cannot receive the farming bonus. It's one of the few plants in the game that does not. Unlike like bristleberry and stuff, you can harvest faster. Mealwood's not one of those plants that can be fertilized. I actually didn't know that until I put it into a greenhouse room and got no bonus from it. Didn't know why. So greenhouse can be used on everything except for that, pretty much. Oh man. So I tweeted earlier, guys, on my Facebook. And I made my wife dinner tonight. I made Alice Springs chicken, if any of you guys know Outback. And Outback actually tweeted me back, and because my wife and I, we don't get to like, we don't really get to like go out. We got the kids don't really give us that opportunity to like go out and eat. We have 3 small kiddos, and going grocery shopping with the kids doesn't even happen. My wife and I, we order our groceries online, and I go pick them up. And I said I made one of our favorites, since we don't really get out much, maybe in a couple of years when the kids get older, LOL. And they tweeted me back and they said, DM us for a treat because you did an awesome job. And I think they're gonna mail us out like a certificate for Bloomin' Onion or something. It's just kind of cool. I didn't expect that out of it. I wasn't looking for anything, so that was pretty interesting. And really cool of them. I thought that was pretty neat that they paid that much attention to their Twitter, because it was like almost instantaneous. I was actually pretty surprised at how fast they did that. So that was really cool. I'm gonna have you start doing something else. What can you do? Anything. You could just do kind of whatever. You're the odd job guy. You're gonna be our odd job. You can just do what everybody else isn't doing. Excuse me. Now, initially, I really don't think that I like the layout of this starting base, but I think it's gonna get the job done until we get to later game. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not ideal to build and rebuild because you want to plan it out ahead of time. But given the starting biome like we were, sometimes you just kind of have to go with the flow. Now, some people might be really, 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 really advanced at this game and might just like, oh, you could have did this, this, and this. And that's kind of why I wanted to start playing this game on here. Was I was hoping that we would start getting some feedback from other people that play the game, and they could share their ideas and opinions. But yeah, I'm gonna try to upload a couple more videos this week, and I'd like to play ahead. And if I build anything, I'll record it, so that way I can upload it as another video. Like, I think what I'm gonna do is explain like the self-powered latrine, like how it waters itself and how to create excess water from pee. I mean, it's pretty much what you're doing. You're essentially creating excess water from just the pee that your duplicants make. And as you also noticed, I haven't really rushed into getting anybody cooking because they can eat these foods for a while. Since they don't have jobs yet, we're still doing solid. The one thing I can do is I can figure out where I would like to place that kitchen. Probably somewhere close to the farm. Not below the farm, though. Kind of have everything right here, and I don't like this. So as soon as I get decontamination done, we're going to figure out what to do with this bathroom and where I want to put the bedroom. I think I want to put that stuff all over here. Now that this is done, because we have just a lot of room here. I think this is such a better midpoint, but I think I'm going to close off my water. Yeah, we're going to close off our water here. Oh, they haven't fixed that, huh? Jobs boards available? Okay. Still don't even know where I want to put that yet. I might just put it on top of the darn water source right now. It's not... Man. This just is coming together super ugly. We're gonna make it work, guys. We'll make this work. Okay. So we're going to leave ourselves room for decor. And I think what we'll do is we'll build this. So this is 20, 40, 60. That should be perfect. That should actually be pretty darn close to what we're looking for. Alright, so we're going to start moving things. Yes, we're going to start moving things. Then the bathroom being a big one, we're going to do that. So I can give everybody jobs now, and this is what we're going to start doing. So we'll give everybody some of these starting jobs here. Gossman and Nails. They can all take those. Minor. And this way, while everybody's doing these jobs, they won't gain any stress because they require such low morale. We can cross-train all of them in these easy jobs, these tier 1 jobs, because the morale requirement's so low. And then once I get a couple, things researched and I get some morale done, because right now everybody's like a 2 of 2. So the only one that's not happy, we can fix some of that early morale and start taking some of the stress down by doing that. What we just did there, adding an extra break. So the other thing was, we'll get into how to schedule your dupes and how to work all that in the next video, because I should in some upcoming video here. Where's that hot start? Ooh. We're gonna want to start insulated over here. Yeah, it's gonna get warm there pretty quick. So I wonder if I'm not mistaken, this should be, I can tell you right now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, we did it just right. So I can actually put 8 cots in there, and that's going to be max room size. Nice. Which means this is also max room size. So that worked out pretty well for us. If I'm being honest, that worked out pretty darn good for us. Okay. Now some of you guys are like, why didn't you make your guy a researcher right away? Researching is really stressful on your duplicants, and I didn't feel that it was something we needed to do right away. Personally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, they got all the beds done. Perfect. I just didn't feel it was something that needed to happen right now. Once they max all these jobs, I'm just going to have them move on to the next one in the first tier. And I'll keep doing that till, like I said, I get a couple things researched. Interior decor being one. But as you can see, since I gave them an extra cycle, our stress has already come down from 10%. And it's continuing to drop. And like I said, it's doing that because I meet their morale expectation. Morale is big now as far as stress producing things. 4. I think that you need a 4 for this, actually. I think Gossman was a 4, right? Yeah, Gossman was a 4. Okay. Well, we're gonna let Gossman go ahead and get her research on, so that way she can do it a little faster then. I didn't think I'd have 4 morale already. That works out. So now we've got advanced research done. One of the first things I'm going to do is get decontamination researched. And I like to do that early so I can take care of, and I'm going to build a composting pile. But that depends. Are we going to use the chlorine? 5 kilograms, so that's a lot of chlorine. I think I might just show you guys how to do a composting room first. Yeah, I think we're just going to do a composting room first. And I'm going to need to take everybody else off research so we can let our researcher do her job. And we'll take this out as well. After I get that done, the next thing I'm going to do is interior decor, so that way I'm not so like slow, I guess, per se, on getting that done. Polluted oxygen is oxygen that your duplicants can breathe in. I mean, if it's just full of germs, they'll start to get germy, and that's what I would like to prevent. I'm still keeping my stress down, and stress is one of those things that once it starts, it can get out of hand, but it's really easy to fix early, and if you just pay attention to it, it's really not that big a deal, and it really shouldn't cause you that much heck. So I can put 1, 2, 3. I can put, wait, bathrooms are also 64 tiles, the same as barracks, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this for now, and we'll leave space. Actually, I'll leave 1 in the front, so this way we can run this for a good minute. Boom, just like that. Now I got room for an, holy cow, a deodorizer, which will go here and help me take care of the polluted dirts and stuff that are coming from that. And I've got room for decor in here, a couple statues. I mean, bathrooms are really hard because the buildings are bigger and the rooms will wind up being smaller because you're confined to the same space as this. So I can fit 8 cots in a bedroom and achieve the bedroom bonus. or barracks bonus, or whatever bonus it is that you're currently getting. But it doesn't work the same for bathrooms. Bathrooms are the same size, but the buildings are 3 tall. So you can't put paintings above all of these. So to mitigate some of that, I could shrink the room and raise the roof on it and then put this over it. But I found that, doing that's sometimes really hard for your dupes. They're already getting stress relief bonus from your bathroom. So, I mean, the decor in it, I don't super stress about the decor in a bathroom as bad as I might have once done. Because I'm already giving them their bonuses from the majority of the rooms that I make. So, it's not something I feel the need to stress about. Now, this room, I actually think this could work out pretty well. This we could turn into our Great Hall, because I think Great Halls can be huge. Yeah, up to 120 tiles. Great Halls can be enormous. I think that's like double this size. 120, so this is 64, quote unquote. Yeah, that could be really big. Okay, so we're getting our sanitation. So we could actually go into getting clean water right away. But I'll show you guys. I'm going to do that in another video. We're almost running into time here for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this. I'll do this. We'll turn this into a room. The best thing, guys, when you get started with this game, if you're new to the game, just get the room bonuses. Learn how to work the room bonuses. Learn how to plan out the room sizes. I think this is actually going to be the same size as this. So that's... I mean, these are both 64 tiles. And these all give them bonuses. So they get little morale boosts off of it. And that can really help you in the early game as they're going through these early jobs. Because the higher the tier job, the more morale that's required in the base. Look, for an astronaut, you need 30 morale. And you're going to get that through food bonuses. You're going to get that through stuff like that. And pretty soon, so I think what I'm going to turn this room into is our Great Hall. So how do I want to do this? So painting, painting, painting. That's going to be uneven. Because I want it to be a Great Hall. And in order for it to qualify as a Great Hall, I got to have a recreational building inside of it. Now, that recreational building can be a water cooler. So how many is this? 3, 6, 7. So that's 14 dupes per se. But if I put a water cooler in here and then I raise the decor up, because that's what makes this a Great Hall instead of a mess hall. Mess hall's +3, Great Hall's +6 morale. So if you could turn this into a 20+ decor room, and you could do that, let's see, Jesus, I don't think I actually have anybody with creativity, destructive, unconstructive, and anemic. I'm going to reject all of these. A really easy way to do that is to shove a water cooler in a room, which counts as a recreational building, and then boost the decor by throwing paintings across the whole thing. Now you guys will see that as we get in here to the research of this soon. I need somebody to operate for our lady here. Go operate, would you? I'm not worried about duplicates schedule yet. I only have 4 dupes. We're not worried about that. Pretty much they're saying that because the bathrooms, but it comes in, the scheduling thing will come really in. I have 5 bathrooms right now, even though this thing down here is turning into pretty much just a polluted oxygen pit. We're not getting any closer just yet. It's still slow. Still slow, but we're making progress. Alright, friends. So for this, I think in the next video what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys how, if you're not going to use chlorine, how to take care of your early dirty water, and then you could clean it later. But with chlorine access, I showed you guys in the last couple videos how easy it is to take care of all the germs in the base, and you can store everything over here. And we will definitely be tapping into this geyser with how much slime is around us. And I don't know, we might just break into it. It might just benefit us to break into it. But I will catch you guys for the next video, friends. You all have a wonderful evening, and if I've earned your subscription, thank you guys. I plan to do videos on Oxygen Not Included. I got some friends that want to play Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. So we're going to do little series on all kinds of games. I'm going to do Fallout when it comes out. I want to play that Cyberpunk game when it comes out. There's just so many games coming out that look really fun. And I want to do series on all of them. So thank you guys. Be sure to join the Discord. You all have an amazing evening, and I will catch you guys next time.